This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. Always excited for starting out the new season right, and they find themselves playing against Minnesota. In a season ago, Clark, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again.
But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Towns is out there with Garnett, and it's Rubio in at the point guard. The first free throw is good. Clark, another milestone for Kobe Bryant last season. He reached 30,000 points and 6,000 assists, and no one else has ever done that.
Well, it's rare that you see scores of that volume reach an assist total that high, but I think it speaks to Kobe's passing ability, which is undervalued and overshadowed at times.
Now here's Kobe with the shot. Garnett grabs the board.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hibbert with a screen for Russell. Hibbert at the elbow. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And it's off from three-point range.
They've had a cold start so far. Just
Russell. Screen by Young. Here's Hibbert. That doesn't go either for Hibbert.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Kicks it to Garnett. Wide open. Levine, good. Levine's got 5.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Feeds it to Young. Kobe kicks to Hibbert. It's rebounded by Towns.
just cannot find the rhythm. Still.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And the basket by Rubio.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now, here is Russell. Screened by Russell. Hibbert, the pass to Russell. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Randall grabs the board.
Just doing.
It's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Los Angeles. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Bass with the screen. Young with no one around. Drills the three-pointer.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Minnesota leading by 3. On the wing, Wiggins. Garnett, the screen. Here's Levine. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Russell kicks to Bryant. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 6 points for Kobe Bryant.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
in spades. 7 and 34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Now Russell, after the missed 3 from Rubio. Russell kicks to Young. Again, Los Angeles. Minnesota in the lead. To the left side wing. Here's Levine. Bangs home the trifecta. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And with the Wolves on the road, that they shot threes better and had better offense, they would still lose by double digits on average.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And, you know, guys, for the Wolves on the road last year, it was hard because they are in the West. I mean, we've talked before about how far they have to travel as a team. For their road games.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics have traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Nancy's checked in for Julius Randle. World Peace comes in for Young. Williams, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Clarkson in for Russell.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And going back to Brandon Bass, who was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions, really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player. The outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed. I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Levine, good.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And the Lakers have possession following the 3 by Minnesota. Here's Nance, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Prince's shot is good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync. Not out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. That drops. Levine's got 16 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Now, here's Ridnour. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up by a... And Kobe Bryant dealing with the wear and tear of decades in the league. He talks about how he remains effective. Well, at Kobe's age and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments? Or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
They've got Roy Hibbert. Hands out there with Nick Young. Then it's Williams. And it's Huertas in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Here's Young. And he banks in the lane. Young's got 7 points.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The feed to Wiggins. Three-pointer. Good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Huertas passes to Williams. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Nance a screen. The three. Ridnour with the rebound.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Well, Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this one, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Randall comes in for Nance, and it's Bryant in for Williams. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Down. Lakers trail by 17. Bryant dishes to Young. Kobe with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Over to the wing. Huertas passes to Hibbert. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Hey, watch Ricky, watch Ricky.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Rubio.
Wiggins kicks to Garnett. Kicks it out to Rubio. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Rubio's got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Huertas, covered by Rubio. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
From deep. That's good. Rubio's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
That one goes.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Russell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Passes to Wiggins. Dishes it to Garnett. Here's Rubio. And he nails the jumper. Rubio's got 13 points.
And no doubt the Lakers had some defensive issues last season. I mean, no true center on that roster. And at times, they were just feasted upon on the inside.
No coverage that time. That's now 8 points for Kobe Bryant. Minnesota leading by 16. Levine dishes to Garnett. Rubio the pass to Towns. Wiggins kicks to Levine. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist in this one. The Lakers did have problems defending inside, Greg. You're right, both on drives, Clark, and on post-ups.
Yeah, you know, they were second to last in the league in field goal percentage at their own rim. And rim protection is more than just blocking shots. So they got a lot of blocks as a team, but anything they didn't block went in.
Lakers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Rubio against Russell. Tipped away, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Moving it up, and the jam by Levine.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and Los Angeles with some changes. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. World Peace comes in for Nick Young, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bryant. Bass with the screen. Here's Russell. And again, the Lakers no good.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh? Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown there.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently.
Here's Clarkson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
55 seconds left in the first half. Here's Bass. And he makes good on the layup.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
A three-pointer, Wiggins, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Here's Bass. The stupendous finish in traffic. Bass has got 4 points in the quarter. It's been all Timberwolves.
Watch for Rubio.
Rubio outside. On the wing, Wiggins. Lets the 3 fly. Good!
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Now Russell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. To the wing right side. Here's Clarkson. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Timberwolves ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
16. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. Minnesota came out looking very confident. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they... And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to...
Welcome back, everybody. Third just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and LaVine sitting up in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Garnett, and it's Towns in at the center.
Signs the new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst 37% from the field.
Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. Parker only played 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Outside, Russell. Hibbert with a screen for Russell to the inside. Shoots off the screen. Here's Randall to the left wing. And Young kicks to Bryant. Screen by Young. Goes up again. Hibbert missing again.
And on the topic of Hibbert, he was an enigma in college, had a very encouraging junior season, looked like a future lottery pick, and then that uninspiring senior season, which kind of dropped his draft stock considerably. And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's Garnett. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, going back to Hibbert, last season was a perfect example of what we're talking about in terms of consistency. One game he puts up 22 and 8, the next game 2 and 1. But, you know, every team in the league would like to be in the Roy Hibbert game once the light finally goes on and stays on. Consistency, the challenge for Hibbert.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Minnesota calls timeout. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Clark. He worked for the organization. He fought for his game. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night here. And the technical free throw is good.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Three-pointer, Ridnour, and that one's good. Ridnour's got 7 points in the game.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Kobe a screen on Ridnour. Here's Nance. And the Lakers get it back. There's the pass to Huertas. Nance a screen. Here's Huertas. He's guarded by Ridnour. Lets a floater go, and then Hibbert with the dunk.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and, you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Payne off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by trying to go to the fadeaway.
Williams' shot is off. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. He dishes it to Nance. There's the triple. Los Angeles with another miss. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Another miss by Minnesota. LA's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Bryant passes to Huertas. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Outside Williams. Pass to Huertas. To the paint. 6 to shoot. Outside for Kobe. Nails the 16-footer. Kobe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Payne's shot is good.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Hibbert gets the bucket. Hibbert's got 8.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
So it's the Lakers now. A minute 50 left to play in the third. There's a screen by Williams, and it's Bryant in the corner. Hibbert with a screen for Bryant. Back to Hibbert, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Prince misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Good. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to win. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
Levine, good. Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Clarkson dishes to World Peace. He feeds it to Williams. Inside, here's Young. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 now on the night. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. A lot of comparisons have been made about Andrew Wiggins. Kobe Bryant, in fact, Clark went as far as to say that he sees a lot of himself in Wiggins as a player.
Ultimate compliment there. I mean, that's exactly what Kobe Bryant just gave him. Wiggins has the chance to reach that level, I think.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Russell comes in for Lou Williams. Clarkson kicks to Bass. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
And so Bass nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
And Young, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Wiggins with 1 on the clock. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Timberwolves on top, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They're off to Denver after this game as they apply their skills at the Pepsi Center. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. We've got Ryan Kelly. Brandon Bass is out there. Minnesota shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Now here's Muhammad. He's covered by Clarkson. And it's Rudez missing.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Man, oh, man.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. That's good. And it's Rittenauer picking up the assist.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
And Los Angeles guys shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. The drive by Russell. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
Look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
And the NBA's TV deal paying about 3 times as much per year as the previous deal.
And it's changing the math as far as the salary cap and contract negotiations go. For the fans out there, don't get sticker shock. The players expect to share in these revenues.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. From 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. That's good. 22 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
Here's Williams. They get it back. Sacre's shot is off.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Mans a screen. World Peace, the pass to Williams. Misses the 3.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
They get the rebound. Lakers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's World Peace. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. World Peace has got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Levine. He kicks to Rubio. Wiggins from outside. Again, Wiggins missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Towns comes with a double team. The trade. World Peace. Good.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
On the wing, Wiggins. No one near him. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 6 assists now in the game. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And the Lakers call time here.
And Ricky Rubio, one of the youngest international basketball stars ever, We started hearing about him in the U.S. back when he was 16, and even then, powerful teams in Europe were all vying for his services.
Nikola Begovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. Hibbert takes it off the glass.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And going back to Rubio, Clark, his natural instincts in every phase of the game, as Greg was just talking about, are really second to none. In 06, he led Spain to a championship, registering 3 triple-doubles and 1 quadruple-double. Wow.
And despite those gaudy numbers, you just never know with an international star if, in fact, his game will translate to the NBA. Rubio's game obviously has.
Puts up a 3. Takes the 3. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Russell. Hibbert with a screen on Rubio. Russell dishes to Hibbert. Terrific design on the pick hook. He lays it in. Hibbert's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
A three-pointer. Wiggins. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got assist number 7 for him tonight. The Lakers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. The drive by Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Brandon Bass is checked in for Hibbert. Nance comes in for Julius Randle. And it's World Peace in for Young. And then for Minnesota, Jang, he's checked in for Garnett. Muhammad comes in for Levine. And Luke Rittenauer subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Russell with him. Now defended by Muhammad. 1:43 left to play here in the fourth. And it's Russell missing.
He's really lacking in confidence out there. 0 field goals made so far in this game.
Wiggins against Russell. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Russell against Wiggins. Another miss by Minnesota.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. For Wiggins, you can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Nance outside. Nance with another miss. Wiggins outside. There's the dish to Rittenauer. Three-pointer. Off target with that shot. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the cup.
Yes, I'm here with Kevin Garnett and KG. How was
the 2K Sports postgame show?
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan